Hello, I'm going to show you now how to use the name manager and a couple of other tricks around name ranges in a spreadsheet. So in a prior video, I showed you that you could name a range of cells and then within a formula refer to those cells by their name to make that formula much more easier to read. But beyond that, we also have in the formulas tab a name manager option just here. Now what this will do, this will give you a list of any names that you have added into the spreadsheet using the simple names box at the top left. Now the advantage of using this over the names box here is that in here we can edit, delete, create names from scratch. So this is not as much to do with the how, but this is as much to do with why you would potentially use this name manager. So as an example, I have referred to my earnings as being this particular column here. Now, it's entirely possible that for whatever reason, I have loads of formulas dotted all over the spreadsheet where I've referred to this set of cells called earnings, and for whatever reason I've used it in different ways, cross-referencing, reuse of data. Now the problem I have usually when it comes to a normal traditional formula is if I change what I need to point to as for the earnings in this example, I would have to go to all of those formulas and make the change to what the earnings area is. But because in all of these formulas I have used the earnings name range, all I need do now is if I go to the formulas tab, click on name manager and then double click the earnings name, I can now click onto this, which is the refers to box, and if I change this refers to here to just pick up what I want it to be and then click OK, and if I close this name manager down, just keep your eyes peeled on, can you see these formulas here? They're quite high at the moment in terms of the result. When I click close, can you see all of those formulas get that change? So yes, the name manager, you can add a new name and it's, you click new, type the name in, choose what you want to refer to. You can also delete a name as well, edit, either clicking here or double click. This is really where the power comes, because this allows you to change what a whole raft of formulas are looking at when it comes to what you've referenced them on. And this can be really, really good to keep things consistent and make sure every formula that refers to the earnings section is number one, referring to the right area, but also consistently referring to the right area within the spreadsheet. Okay, so another little trick as well, just to mention, so far we've been adding names by dragging over the area and then clicking into the name box, or we could, if we want to, use the new button just here. But another option we've got is if you highlight over a set of data inclusive of its headings, okay, so can you see I've highlighted the remainder of this list? In the names section, can you see define names just here called create from selection? All I do, click on to create from selection. I have two options, one at the top called top row, left column. Now I want to name these columns as per the heading, so the top row, or if I had a list which was more of a matrix, I could use left column, so it would use whatever's in the left column. So I'm just going to untick left column and just do top row. When I'm ready, if I now click OK, it doesn't give you any confirmation, but if I drop this down, can you see it's named a column called department, and what that's done is used whatever's in the heading to name the column below. And if I go to name just there, can you see it's named that column name as per the heading at the top. So look, that was a little bit about the name manager in context of how we can use the name manager to change what we're referring to, and also a nice neat way of creating names quicker using the create from selection button just there.